And you know what the reason for this is? When I look at these heartbreaking photos, these award-winning photos arguably, is that these photos may very well be staged. I don't know what's real or not anymore. Every time I see some heartbreaking headline, I just think, well, that's just all war propaganda, right? I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't even want to read this article here. Because all of Russia has been canceled, so anything that you read is going to be a one-sided narrative, and you're never going to read about any of the war atrocities or war crimes that maybe is happening on Ukraine's side. It's like listening to a one-sided story where people can just fabricate anything they want. The latest news out of the whole Ukraine-Russia thing is that war crimes are being committed in the city of Bucha. Massacred civilians, body bags, rampant plundering in Ukraine. Of course, in war, truth is the first casualty, as Scott Ritter, a former US Marine Corps intelligence officer, states. You see, the problem is the main source of the Bucha tragedy reports is a videotape taken by the Ukrainian National Police. Dozens or so corpses littering the roadway, many of them appear to have been bound. The video has gone viral. Now, on Russia's side, they have vehemently denied these allegations and requested an emergency meeting with the UN Security Council to discuss what the Russian Foreign Ministry has called criminal provocations by Ukrainian soldiers and radicals in Bucha. And actually, as RT reports, this wasn't even in Bucha. That's right, the videotape, according to confirmed information, took place in the village of Moschun, about 23 kilometers north of Ukraine. Now, here's what doesn't make sense to me. If Russia really wanted to just massacre civilians, they certainly could, right? They could just drop some bombs on some civilian areas, but they haven't done that at all. They've taken every precaution to try to avoid heavily civilian areas, and they've even been trying to organize escape corridors to help civilians to safety. So it doesn't make sense to me when I see people saying that Russia's just trying to massacre as many civilians as they can when we haven't seen any other evidence to show this. You know what I think? This is all part of a Psy-Ops effort for regime change. We've seen Joe Biden already say he wants regime change, and they're trying to categorize Putin as a war criminal. They need some way to show he's a war criminal and he needs to go out. So the big headlines you see everywhere is war criminal.